Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy. And yes, the Knicks and the Warriors are in OT. The Knicks gave up a 22-point lead. Can you believe it? So, hey, I had to get on now because I'm not trying to be on all night long, you know what I'm saying? Or morning long or whatever you want to call it. So I decided I might as well just jump on right now and talk with you guys through the rest of this game. The Knicks are now up 119-104 with 3 minutes left in overtime. And we'll see if the Knicks are able to pull this one out. I'm going to tell you right now, they need this one pretty bad, ladies and gentlemen. This is a game that the Knicks need. They can't lose this one. They just can't lose this one, ladies and gentlemen. You know, you guys know better than I do that the Knicks can't lose this one. And can you believe that they did not? Mitchell Robinson had a mental lapse. He did not foul before the end of regulation. But, you know, what are you going to do? Sometimes it happens like that when you're talking about young players, man. Young players have mental lapses like that all the time. The Knicks are up 121-116 with 2 minutes left in overtime. And we'll see if the Knicks are going to be able to bring this one home and snap a 10-game losing streak. And it looks promising, ladies and gentlemen. It looks promising that they'll be able to snap this 10-game losing streak. As you see, Elfrid Payton penetrates. He lays it up. He misses. Mitchell Robinson can't get the rebound. Elfrid Payton gets the rebound. He lays it back up, puts it in. The Knicks now have a 7-point lead with 1 minute and 44 seconds left in the overtime. D'Angelo Russell, he gets into the paint. He lays it up, misses. RJ Barrett with the rebound. And looks like, ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks are about to snap a 10-game losing streak. As Elfrid Payton breaks the little trap. He misses the layup. He's been missing layups the entire fourth quarter. Not mad at him, though, because Elfrid Payton, he brought this one home for us as the Golden State Warriors knocked down another 3. He made some good moves, though, Elfrid Payton did. I think he did. He made some smart moves to bring this one home when Frank Ntilikina just couldn't get the job done. Julius Randle with the ball out at the top of the key or off to the wing. Gets the screen from Mitchell Robinson. Julius Randle going one-on-one. One-on-one ball. He goes to the cup, finds Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris misses the 3, falls down, thought he got fouled. Didn't get fouled. The Knicks up by 4 as whoever this guy is, wide open, Lee, whatever his name is, wide open, not Lee. I don't know who he is. They got a bunch of guys I don't know on this team now. Julius Randle gets the ball to Elfrid Payton, gets double-teamed, finds Julius Randle. Julius Randle misses the dunk. Mitchell Robinson gets the rebound, gets it back out to Marcus Morris, who pulls up from the free throw line and misses. Draymond Green gets the rebound, 21 seconds left. And Robinson missed the 3. And it looks like this one's done, ladies and gentlemen. Marcus Morris gets the rebound. He advances the ball up the floor. They foul him. 9.8 seconds remaining. And it looks like the Knicks are going to take this one home. They're going to take this one home, ladies and gentlemen. Leave it to the Knicks to make a blowout game a competitive game and take it into overtime. But what are you going to do? The Knicks going to take the ball out of bounds with 9.8 seconds left. But it looks like they're about to snap. Looks like they're about to snap the losing streak, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's looking like. They're about to snap the losing streak. 123-119 with 9.8 seconds left in overtime. The Knicks have the lead. And it has not been an easy game. It's not been an easy game, but they're about to find a way to pull this one out. They need this one for the psyche. Regardless of the way the rest of the season goes, you know, you can't keep losing forever. They needed this one for the psyche. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. You know, they could easily make a mistake. But I don't think they're going to make a mistake with this one. I think this one is in the books. You never can know when you're talking about the Knicks because you don't know what can happen. But you see Knicks fans praying, hoping, want this one to be over with. Well, maybe some of them don't want it to be over with. Some of them might be enjoying themselves. That lady looks like she's enjoying herself with her boyfriend there. So they're having a good time. Looks like the Knicks going to get the win. So. What can you say? I feel better that they're going to get a win, but I don't feel better that it had to be in this fashion. Because that trapping that Steve Kerr put on the Knicks in that third quarter, it really did change this game around. As you see, the ball gets inbound to Marcus Morris. He gets fouled. He should knock down these free throws and be able to put this one in the books for the New York Knicks. Anybody notice that Willie Cauley-Stein looks a little bit like Tekashi 6ix9ine? To me, he does. I'm just bringing that up out the blue just because I just seen him walk past. Marcus Morris with 35 points, 10 for 18 from the field, 10 for 10 from the free throw line. Make it 11 for 11 from the free throw line for Marcus Morris. The Knicks are now up 124 to 119 with 8.9 seconds left in the fourth in the overtime. And as soon as this one is done, we're going to kind of restart the show so we can get this post game going. Draymond Green gets the rebound off of Marcus Morris's free throw miss. The Warriors, Mitchell Robinson with the block. They pull up the three. They knock it down with 0.3 seconds left to make it 124-122. But that was in the books, ladies and gentlemen. That will do it. The Knicks got the win. Mike Miller, he's got his first win as the interim coach of the New York Knicks. So, hey, congratulations to Mike Miller. Thank God the Knicks got the win. Right? And, what can we say, Knicks fans? They never can make it easy, can they? They can never make it easy. So the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, snap the losing streak. They snapped the losing streak. And thank goodness. We'll see where we go from here. We'll see if they can build on this. But hey, they snapped the losing streak. Now, they've got a one-game win streak, and they can start to go from here. See if they can start to put some things together and, I don't know, maybe get a few more wins under their belt. Maybe get a few more wins under their belt. Isaiah's in the chat. He's smiling. He's happy. Everybody's happy. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to restart the show. Because as I restart this show, I'm going to start recording and do this just like normal. All right? Let's get it popping, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks family, what's popping is your boy. You just seen the New York Knicks defeat the Golden State Warriors to finally snap a 10-game losing streak. They snapped it, folks. So, let's get rocking, man. It's 1:19 a.m. We just watched overtime. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are not the lowest crab in the bucket. Isn't that something? We're not the lowest crab in the bucket. Got ourselves a victory. Big shout out to the New York Knicks for getting the victory. They did it the hard way, but they did it. So I'll take it. No matter what. They did it the hard way, but they did it. The New York Knicks just defeated the Golden State Warriors in overtime. They did have a 22-point lead, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the Knicks had a 22-point lead. They gave it up after 10 turnovers in the third quarter. 10 turnovers in the third quarter. They gave it up. I don't know. Listen, I'm only on for about 25 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, because I got to get up early. I got a big meeting tomorrow I got to get to, so I got to get up early, so I can't be on all night. I wish that I could, but I can't. So I got Isaiah here in the chat. I'm about to let Nick into the chat, and, you know, we're going to see what's popping. We're going to see what's going on. Isaiah, I'm coming to you first, man. Coming to you first. I haven't seen you in a while. Isaiah, what's going on with you, brother? How you feeling?
In the building.
What's going on, man? Isaiah, you there?
Hey, how you doing? All right now.
Hey, how you doing, Pop?
I'm doing great.
I'm glad to see you, man. Finally got us a win. We finally got us a win.
Finally got one.
Finally got one. Thank goodness.
Oh, open next one is.
Thank goodness. So what's going on? What's going on, Isaiah, man?
Oh man, Sim. Me and my dad in here was stressing, Sim. When I tell you what we were stressing, Sim, you know what's crazy, man? Oh man, of course, this is the only way the Knicks had to win. This is the only way. I mean, the foul with RJ, you know, Frank having his worst game I've seen with. This is the worst game I've seen since that Magic game. Sim, this is the worst game I've seen from Frank since the Magic game. He was that bad. He shouldn't have played tonight. You know, I'm glad Mike Miller pulled him when he pulled him because he was bad.
Mm-hmm.
RJ with that late foul, which I was like, oh my God, he was gonna miss the shot. Put your hands up. And then you got Mitchell Robinson literally not putting his hands up and not fouling him when they had a foul to give.
Well,
I mean,
I'm going to say this in the defense of Mitchell Robinson. This is what I'm going to say. He is a young player you got to get game experience to understand where you are, you know, and what point of the game. You got to it takes game experience.
But you know what, Sim?
But hold up. But wait a minute. They'll go back and they'll look at the film, and Coach Miller can say, Mitch, you should have fouled him at that point. He was trying to catch his balance. He had his back to you. If you would have fouled him, he would have went to the free throw line to shoot too. Right? You gotta get the experience somehow. So this is what I'm saying, right? Experience. That's why it's called experience. Because when you're young, but wait a minute. But when you're young, you make those kind of mistakes. And that's how you get the experience. So that when you've been in the league for a while, you now know, and because you have that experience. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I understand, Sam. So this is where I blame Mitchell Robinson at. I blame him for not having his hands up at least. His hands up at least. He should have his hands up. That should be natural for him.
Okay, I get up. That. I understand that. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish because I want to respond to that too.
But I do blame the vets though, because the vets should have came to Mitchell Robinson because they knew they were gonna switch and said, "Hey, if you got D'Angelo, you know how he is, foul him." That's on the vets. But you know what? I mean, you can't complain about. I mean,
but also, it was probably already said in the huddle.
Yeah,
right. It was probably already said.
I hope it was.
You have to be out there in this situation playing to understand when you get that kind of adrenaline rush. You know what I'm saying? You got all this stuff rushing to the brain. Your brain, it's hard. Now, what I want to say about about Mitchell Robinson having his, defending the 3-point shot, what I want to say about that is this. You see the way that 3-point shooters are getting fouled nowadays, right? I mean,
Yeah, I'm
and I
listening.
know he
Yeah.
was already there. He was already there. But it is so easy for a 3-point shooter to get fouled. It's almost, I feel like, you know how in football, a quarterback gets touched and, you know,
It's roughing the passer.
It's roughing the passer. I'm starting to feel like it's the same way with 3-point shooters. I understand you got to protect the 3-point shooters.
Hey, Sim,
you got to give them
Sim, can I say one thing before you go to Afro?
Hold up. You got to give them a place to land and all that stuff. But sometimes these 3-point shooters are getting called, you know, they're getting fouls that aren't even there. You know what I mean? So I get why maybe, you know, he was a little hesitant to do whatever he did. You know, but hey, it's either here nor there. We were able to pull it out.
We won.
Marcus Morris.
Sim, I wanted to say
man.
one thing before you go to Afro, Sim. And I noticed this, and this really pissed me off today. And like you know how we always say the Knicks don't get calls? Man, Sam, I'm watching the game. I watched the whole game. And I'm not making no excuses for Frank, because Frank had his worst game. He had his worst game since that Magic game. But I'm saying this, that the referees in this game were ridiculous. I'm looking at Frank didn't even touch D'Angelo Russell on one of his 3 points and they caught a foul. But I'm watching this guy, number 8 on the Golden State Warriors. He's literally bumping Alfred Payton for most of the game. And they don't give the Knicks any calls. I'm seeing RJ Barrett drive to the lane, and he doesn't get any calls. I know he's a rookie, but Jesus, and this kid gets hit, and then not giving him calls. Like, the refereeing in this game was, to me, really one-sided when it comes to the calls. I'm watching the number 8 guy keep bumping Alfred and Frank, and they're not getting any calls. But the minute I see Frank or somebody touch D'Angelo Russell, it's a foul. And that was ridiculous to me, this game. That foul calling was just crazy.
Well, I'm going to say this. Well, it's not really about the foul calling. But, well, it kind of is. The Warriors play fast. And even though they don't have a lot of talent, they play fast and they play aggressive. They were aggressively trapping. When you're an aggressive team, you're going to get foul calls for you. Right? And the Warriors are, even though they don't have a lot of talent, they play aggressive. You see, even without the talent, and this is where my argument was with Mark a lot of times, right? Because he always said the players. But if you watch the Golden State Warriors, they don't have a lot of good players. That's why they're not winning. But you see them running through their offense every time down the floor. And you see them get, against the Knicks, they got wide open dunks to the basket, wide open down the lane, because of the way that they move, right? They're in constant motion, and they go fast, and they're moving fast, right? You've got to be attentive on defense. So, no, they don't have the people that can score, but they're doing the same things because that's their identity, right? And they're running through a system, and you can see that it's a system. And they're moving in constant motion, constant movement, and it makes you work on defense still. That's what I was looking for from Coach Fizdale, right? What we seen from the Warriors tonight. If the Knicks were doing that every single night, showing that kind of movement, playing hard, playing fast, the way the Warriors were playing, he'd still have his job. He would still have his job.
I 100% agree with you. 100%.
But, we're past it now. It is what it is. But, for anyone who says, look, Steve Kerr isn't a good coach because look at the Warriors now, they're wrong. Because when you watch that game, you seen.
Yeah, you thought the Knicks never seen a trap before.
Yeah, right. You seen the way that they move the ball on offense, the way that they play fast, they play hard, and then you seen the adjustments to get themselves back in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you what he recognized. He recognized that the Knicks guards throw slow, lazy passes. Frank Ntilikina, Alfred Payton as well.
Frank tonight was just horrible.
Right?
Oh.
And he recognized that if you trap them, the other players don't have the basketball IQ to get in the right position so that they can get a pass. Right? So what were they doing? Every time Bobby Portis, Julius Randle, whoever it was, went to set a screen for Frank Ntilikina or Elfrid Payton, the person who was defending the screener would trap. And look how long it took for them to realize, hey, if the person that's defending the screener is trapping, don't send the screener. Right? Don't send the screener. Do something else. Look how long it took for them to realize that. It took a whole quarter for them to realize, hey, I guess we shouldn't send the screener because the person defending the screener is trapping. But that's good adjustment. That's good basketball. That's good coaching. It's good coaching. He made some adjustments to try to get themselves back in the game.
I definitely got respect for Steve Kerr. I mean, if you look at it, Sim, the Knicks scored 60-something points in the first half, and then they got scored only between this and overtime, they only scored like 40 points. I mean,
well, they scored another 50-something or 60-something. They ended up scoring 124. So, but that was because of the overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm gonna come back to you guys real quick. I just want to run over the stats. All right, and then I'm gonna come back. So we can talk about, talk about the game just a little bit more. All right, because I don't have a whole lot of time tonight because it's already 1:30 in the morning. Already 1:30 in the morning, man. I should be in the bed already because I got a meeting tomorrow. Actually, though, my meeting doesn't start until 5:30. So I'm good. 5:30 in the evening. But I still got to get up 7:30 tomorrow morning because I got things to do. But anyway, the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, they won. I was about to say they lost. I'm so used to saying that they lost. They won tonight. They beat the Golden State Warriors in overtime. The Knicks had a 22-point lead, and you can see the scores right here by quarter. The Knicks were up 30-20 at the end of the first quarter. They scored 38 points in the second quarter to take an 18-point lead into halftime. In the third quarter, the Warriors came out trapping. Steve Kerr made some adjustments. They came out trapped, created a lot of turnovers. They overplayed. And what gets me, they were overplaying the passing lanes. So if they're overplaying the passing lanes, one, the person who's passing the ball, Frank Ntilikina, don't make the pass and tell the other guy to go back door. And then two, the person who's getting defended, if my guy is playing in the passing lane, I know naturally to go back door. I mean, some of the things that we did out there look like high school kids, man. Look like high school AAU stuff. Anyway, the Knicks turned the ball over like 10 times in the third quarter. They got outscored 30-19 in the third quarter. They got outscored 32-25 in the fourth quarter. The game went to overtime. The Knicks outscored the Warriors 12-10 in overtime to bring home the game. But man, after having a 22-point lead or 18-point lead at halftime, they had to scrape it out. You see, the Knicks' biggest lead was 22. The Warriors' biggest lead was 2. The game was tied 7 times. The longest run was 12, and there were 12 lead changes. The Knicks tonight, they grabbed 58 rebounds. The Warriors aren't a good team or a good rebounding team. The Knicks had 25 assists, 5 steals, 7 blocks, and 18 turnovers. Those 18 turnovers, see, the Knicks got lazy. They got lazy. Those 18 turnovers is what led to the turnaround. The Knicks shot 47.8% from the field and 41.4% from 3. A lot of that's due to Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris was hot tonight, folks. The Knicks shot 76.5% from the free throw line. The Golden State Warriors, 46 rebounds. They had 27 assists. And this is something that the Warriors do. They average like 25 assists a game. Again, I credit Steve Kerr. Anyone who says that he's not a good coach and point to the Golden State Warriors record this year, slap him in the face. Slap him. Because you can see and watch the way that the Warriors play. that they have a lot of ball movement, a lot of man movement, a lot of off-ball cutting. They still play hard, and you got a coach that can make adjustments. That's why they had 27 assists tonight. 10 steals, only 9 turnovers. They had 6 blocks. The Warriors shot 43.3% from the field, 27% from 3, and 73.3% from the free throw line. Now let's take a look at some of the box scores, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, Marcus Morris led the way for the Knicks. He had 36 points on the night. He was 10 for 18 from the field, 5 for 9 from the three-point line. He made 11 of 12 free throws. He grabbed 10 rebounds. He had 3 assists. Marcus Morris was balling tonight. Julius Randle had 24 points. He was 7 for 16 from the field. He was 3 for 4 from the three-point line. He made 7 to 10 free throws, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. He also had 4 turnovers. Taj Gibson, he only played 13 minutes, 4 rebounds. RJ Barrett had 22 points and 10 rebounds. He shot 50% from the field. Frank Ntilikina had one of his worst games as a New York Knick. One of his worst games as a Knick. Frank Ntilikina he played only 13 minutes. He had 2 points, 1 for 3 from the field, 1 assist. He had 4 turnovers, a lot of them coming in that third quarter. Lazy passes. We've seen this from Frank Ntilikina in the past. Right? He'll pass the ball lazy. Telegraph his passes. Elfrid Payton, he took up the slack. But he too turned the ball over in that third quarter. Elfrid Payton played 29 minutes. He had 14 points. He was 50% from the field. Had 4 rebounds and 5 assists and also 5 turnovers on the night. He had 1 steal. Mitchell Robinson, he played 29 minutes. He had 9 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks. Kevin Knox, he played 16 minutes, scored 2 points on 1 powerful dunk. He also had 3 rebounds. Damian Dotson only played 16 minutes. He didn't score. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Bobby Portis played 24 minutes. He had 15 points and 3 rebounds. Dennis Smith Jr. was hurt, and Alonzo Trier did not play tonight. For the Golden State Warriors, they were led by D'Angelo Russell. He had 32 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals. Glenn Robinson III, he had 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Willie Cauley-Stein, who looks like Tekashi 6ix9ine's looks like Tekashi 6ix9ine's older brother. That's what he looks like. I don't know who's older, but kind of looks like that. Willie Cauley-Stein had 7 points, 5 rebounds. Draymond Green had 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists. He had a triple-double on the night. And Eric Pascal had 5 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Marquise Chris, he had 12 points, 10 rebounds on the night. He also had 3 blocks. It's a fun game to watch, though. Makes you upset that the Knicks give up a big lead the way that they did. But hey, got to start somewhere, right? We had 10 straight losses. Got to start someplace. Let me get back to the video chat quick, and then I'll get to a couple of phone calls before I get about this camp. Ladies and gentlemen, because like I said, I can't be on all night. I can't do it. Sorry, I wish that I could, but I can't. All right, let me get back to these guys. See what they're talking about here. All right, Afro, my man. Coming to you, my brother. What's going on with you, my man? How you feeling? Afro, you hear me? He can't hear me. He can't hear me. So I'm going to come. So, Nick, I'm coming to you, Nick. Nick, what's going on, Nick?
Hey, Afro, he skipped to me. He'll come back to you. All right. This was probably the most comical game I have seen in a long time. Jeez. I don't know about y'all, but I laughed so much at this team and how bad it was. Damn, that was a bad team. I felt like RJ was the best point guard of the night. Elfrid Payton was the second best.
Mm-hmm.
And then Frank Ntilikina, when you turn the corner and you have the lane to drive, you have to pass. The big adjustment to Frank when guys start defending him, especially going forward, then realizing you're not trying to score at all or go to the basket. Again, he's 6'6", about 200 plus pounds. He's not as athletic. He could do some of the same things that RJ does. Just go to the damn rim. That's all he has to do. Everyone knows he's going to pass or look for the pass. You cannot telegraph the pass. You have to mix it up. Otherwise, everyone's going to know, Frank, he has the ball. He's going to pass the ball. Just play the passing lanes. And that's all they did to him tonight. Mm-hmm. I hate to pick on him, but this was god-awful. You can't telegraph passes. This is the NBA, period.
Right. Nah, you're right. Nah, I mean, you're not picking on him. I'm pretty sure he knows. He knows how he played tonight.
Yeah.
He knows how he played tonight. You know, if he keeps playing like that, he'll be sitting on the bench.
Yeah. And
he'll be on the bench.
The part is that now, like, flipping back to it, RJ played probably the best point guard tonight, right? But then you look at Elfrid Payton and you go back to the beginning of the season and you look at how Fizz has started. He started with RJ at point. I actually see some of the reasoning because these guys, I can sit here and say consistently is what I need. I need a point guard consistent. Get guys in line, score the ball, and play defense. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. It doesn't have to be defensive player of the year. You don't have to shoot 50% per game. You got to at least mix it up. Attack, pass, and shoot. That's it. And defense. Add that in the mix, and you're good. That's it. Average point guard in the NBA scores 17 points. Average. You have to give them an average point guard. Because Julius Randle plays in the lane, and RJ plays in the lane. You have to spread the court. You cannot allow that to happen. I'm tired of these guys constantly giving these guys passes for not shooting well, for not reading the play well and drive to the basket. You got to mix it up.
Nah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. You know, we'll see if Frank can learn from this. But I'm going to tell you, most of all, what it was tonight is a very good coach recognizing Frank Ntilikina's weaknesses and then exploiting them. Yeah. That's what I see.
And that was like, what, a 11-point swing, right?
11-point swing, man. 11-point swing.
11 points. And that's how easy it is. How many times have we looked at this team being up 1 minute and just down immediately?
Right.
And it's just, that's why I go back to consistency. It's like they feel so, I'm improved, I'm good, I'm doing well this game, or I had a good game last game. You play good against Dallas and you lay an egg the next game. Like it's consistency.
Yeah, you're right. It's consistency, man. They got it. I don't know. You know, Mike Miller's been talking about consistency. I'm sure it's not the first. I'm sure he didn't start talking about consistency, right? I'm sure David Fizdale, everyone's talking about consistency. And for whatever reason, it's these guys, it's this team's natural instinct, you know, like it's this team's natural instinct to lay down and relax. I don't know why. Yeah. They need that fire starter, man. They need a fire starter.
Also, too, like, if you look at it, Randall played good defense against the Pacers. I can't sit here and say he played that well defense against Portland. You know, I'm not just picking on Frank. So it goes down the line. But why is Marcus Morris, the one guy we have on a 1-year contract and have no second-year rights to, is playing probably the most balanced game?
Yeah, I mean, well, he's definitely playing the most balanced game. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just in his DNA, you know, and maybe that's the issue. We need some guys that have that in their DNA. Let me get around. I'm gonna come back to you guys. Caller, you on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's popping?
Shout out to the chat. Yo, Black, it's time. What's good,
What's
sir?
good? What's good, my brother? How you feeling?
Oh, man. I'm relieved now.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
needed
I
it, man.
almost had a panic attack. I mean,
That win was like a nice cold glass of water when you just got done playing like an hour and a half of ball and you hadn't had anything to drink yet. You know what I'm saying? Or not even water. A big, nice bottle of cold Gatorade. That's what that win was like.
For sure. Oh, man. Turnovers and free throws almost did us in again.
Yep.
10 turnovers in the third quarter. I know at one point we had 5 consecutive turnovers in the fourth quarter. It got real pathetic, real ugly.
And you know what I don't understand, Tony? Why is it when we start turning the ball over? I talked about this a couple of streams ago. When we start turning the ball over, why do we turn them over in bunches? Not like we get one turnover or maybe 2 turnovers in a row, and then we're able to hone it in and say, okay, let's take care of the ball. Nah, we get 5 turnovers in a row. We turn the ball over in bunches. And that right there, okay, 1 turnover, maybe 2 in a row. But when you get 5 turnovers in a row and a team converts off those turnovers, that changes the game. Even if you only have 10 turnovers for the game, if you get 5 of them in a row and they convert, changes the game.
Yeah.
Changes the game.
And it reminded me of something my coach told me in JV. He said every turnover is a potential 4-point swing.
Exactly.
You lose a chance to score and you give them a chance to score.
Yep.
So we were running scrimmages and turnovers. He would automatically take 2 points away from you, and that's how we worked on our turnovers in practice and scrimmages. But man, I'm just happy. I'm relieved we got the win, and it's crazy to say this, but any other team, that was a loss.
Anybody else, that was a loss.
State.
Right.
And it's crazy that it's Golden State that we say it about. But any other team, that was a loss.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you're a bad team like both the Knicks and Golden State, you find ways to lose the game. Like the Knicks found a way to lose this game, but then the Golden State found another way to lose. You know what I'm saying? That's how crazy it is. That's how crazy it is. The Knicks found a way to lose. Golden State said, okay, well, we'll find a way to lose too.
Yeah. The battle of the bums.
Yeah, man.
Or
Crabs in the bucket.
battle of the bottom. But,
yeah.
I mean, hey, I'll take the win. Right now, I'm just hoping we surpass 17 wins, honestly. Cause
I know, man. That's crazy.
I don't know what else to hope for and what else to look forward to.
That's crazy.
Possible trades down the line.
Yeah. I don't want them to do anything crazy, man. You know, I mean, like, you're not going to trade for anybody that's going to come in and change this team this season. You know, I don't want to see them do I really don't want to see them do any trades. Just stay with who we have until the end of the season, rock with it, and then make some moves over the summer. You know, unless it's just a home run. You know what I mean? Unless it's just a home run.
Draft picks.
You know, draft picks or something
and
like
more
that.
Young talent is
right.
Is what I'm thinking.
So you know, when I say a home run, you know, meaning like that. You know, you trade somebody, and you're getting just draft picks back, and you're not taking any money back. You know, something like that. I'm not trying to go out and find any talent unless it's just like someone like, okay, well, you got to get this guy. Right? That's the only way that I'm trying to really find talent, if it's something like that. You know, people talking about DeMar DeRozan and Kevin Love, man, I don't want to have nothing to do with those guys.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Nothing to do
That
with them
makes no
guys.
sense. I'm
I mean,
talking
it'd be ridiculous.
young guys, you know, rookie contracts, even some guys that are low, you know, haven't lived up to their potential. And maybe we could just keep developing. I think that's the best route.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Hey, Mark, I
But
appreciate you calling, man.
yeah,
I got about
I
10 more
appreciate
minutes left on.
you
What'd
coming
you say?
on this late. I gotta
Yeah,
get
man.
up in like 3 hours. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
shout
man.
out
I
to
gotta
the
be up at
chat. Your
7:30.
blackest time. Keep doing your thing, son.
No doubt. Later.
What?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta be up at like 7:30 in the morning, so I only got like 9 minutes left. 2:00, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys being on here with me, but I can't be on all night because I got stuff I gotta get to. Afro, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, my man. Let me get you unmuted. All right, go ahead, bro. How you feeling?
To quote Yogi Berra, it's never over until it's over.
That's right.
Feel great.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm good. I'm just glad. I'm glad we got the win. We needed to get something. We needed to get something, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was a very intense game, but there was a lot of things to come out of it. Obviously, Morris played amazing. I actually like how Peyton played on the last 5 minutes of overtime. He was actually going back and forward with D'Angelo Russell. So I like that part of it. Obviously, Frank had a night off basically, but that foul by Barrett, that really scared me a little bit. I also agree with Isaiah that we were not getting any calls. Also, amazing defense by Knox. Knox did a good job on 2 back-to-back blocks, and then he came back and dunked it. That was an amazing highlight. Like that
Yeah. Nah, I mean, yeah, he he did that, but then for the rest of the night, he didn't really play good defense. He was getting beat.
Definitely,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
When he let the ball go under his legs, it was just like, what are you doing? That was like in the previous game, he did the same thing. That they were gonna pass the ball and he almost dropped it in the corner. So I don't know what he's thinking when he's in the corner, but somebody got to talk to him about that.
Yeah. We'll see. You see his minutes. You see what his minutes are, and Mike Miller. Right now, he's playing them according to what he can and can't do on the floor. When sometimes you see him trying, you see him get those blocks. It's not the physical part of it for Kevin Knox. It's the mental part of understanding you don't let your guy go baseline, right?
Yeah.
Understanding how to stay attached to your guys. Those type of things.
Facts.
That he's got to learn.
I was going to ask you also, do you think that this game would have the same result if we would have been if Dennis Smith would have been playing today?
Yeah, I do. I don't look at Dennis Smith Jr. as a game changer. At one point, I thought maybe he could be coming into the season. Honestly, I thought maybe he could be if he had stepped up his game. But, he's just, I don't know what it is or what's happened to Dennis Smith Jr. Most of us thought he was going to be at least a guaranteed 14, 15 points a game, right? We knew he had to work on his defense. We thought that he would be a guaranteed 14, 15 points a game. And then we hoped that if his three-point shot was improved, maybe he'd be somewhere around 19 points a game, 18, 19 points a game. He's 5 points a game. I don't see him changing anything.
We got
what I'm saying? I don't see him changing anything.
Go to Mark.
Yeah, go to Mark, and then I'm getting up out of here. I got 6 minutes. Mark looked like he just woke up. Mark, you still got crust. You still got drool coming down your lips, and you got crust in your eye. You look like you just woke up.
Nah, bro. I was just watching this roller coaster of a game. Goddamn. Right?
So what's going on? What you think? Well, hey, we got the win. We got one win. Now we can start another losing streak, I guess.
About goddamn time, man. Cause when I was watching the coach, I felt bad for him because he's really in he's really in a bad situation. So I kind of want him to get wins from now on because he just looks so sympathetic on the bench. Like when I'm watching him, he looks so goddamn sympathetic, man. And it's just like I feel bad for him. You know what, man? Tonight we should have lost just from allowing them to for the game to go back to
To get
overtime.
back. Yeah.
But then again, I hate when the Knicks do this. They play so good in the first half. They play so good, and then in the second half, they come out like nerds. Like they come out like they want to get beat up on, and that's what happens. Any game that you see, and they'll have like a good half where we are waxing the team. They just come out soft. So the refs start allowing teams to play harder in the second half. If the other team don't, if the Knicks would have fought back like how they did like in the fourth quarter, in the game, they kind of allowed the game to go. But like when we started turning the ball over, what the hell was that? What the hell was that?
Yo, that was good coaching by Steve Kerr.
Nah, yo, let me tell you something.
That was good coaching by Steve Kerr, man.
They pressured the point guard, and Frank was just he looked like he didn't want to play tonight. But you know the thing with Frank, yo, when I watch him, dude is too mechanical, man. The dude is too mechanical, dude. He has to. Again, this is the thing I talk about. The dude has to play with force if he's gonna have the ball in his hand. He's gonna have the ball in his hand. You can't play point guard if you don't have the force that is needed to play the spot. Because Alpha Payne, he played with a little bit of force tonight. But what I told you, Sam, when the Knicks run up and down the floor, we could play with teams. That's when we look good. That's when we could score. That's when we get teams' defense on their heels. Because we had teams' defense on their heels tonight. That's why we looked good offensively. But they gotta stop coming out in the second half like some punks, man. I'm sick of watching that.
So let me ask you this, man. What are we going to do against the Kings? We play the Kings next. The Kings beat us. The Kings blew us out, right?
Speaking of the Kings, right? We could beat the Kings. But you see that little point guard they got, the little guy from Serbia, the little Bogan? Listen, the Knicks, December 15th, they need to make a little swift at him because he's really, really good. And he's a nice young talent that plays with the type of force that the Knicks need, type of guts. Like he ain't no punk because he had a game winner tonight. That dude ain't no punk. And he turned down the deal that Kings was trying to give him a deal, but he turned it down. I think the Knicks should like go out there and trade for him because he's a nice little asset. That's
well,
somebody I'm looking at.
People were talking about that earlier in the season, because, his situation out there about, the Knicks possibly making a move for him.
Yeah, I don't even know what this organization no more. Like,
honestly, I'm not sure how much I want the Knicks, these guys, to make too many moves right now.
Like,
to be honest with you,
I just said, yo, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just so lost. It's like I want to gloat and I want to enjoy it, but it's just like I really feel bad for this organization. What's about to come for us? Really, really bad, man. Really, really bad. And it stresses me out at the same time because it's like this thing that they have over us Knicks fans. It's like we're doing drugs when it comes to this team. Like you want to hate them so much.
Nah, right. But you can't. I know. I feel you.
You can't.
But you can't.
Yo.
I know. I get it.
Like it's like, boy. Like, yo, boy, I don't know. I'm just lost in words right now. Like, anybody could take advantage of me when it comes to the Knicks. That's how bad it is, bro. Like, legitimately. But listen, do what we did tonight. Come out with force and pace that I've been screaming about from game one that the Knicks need to play with. And a lot of it, too, how we won this game, because Golden State, they don't have good interior defense, and we beat them up in the paint. So the Knicks need to do that against the Kings because we could beat them up in the paint. That's what I told y'all from the beginning of the season. The Knicks gonna have to beat teams up in the paint, man. to get
Yeah,
points and to put.
We'll find out if they can do it, man. We'll see. We'll see. The Sacramento Kings won tonight. They won. Oh, the Kings are 11-13. They had a bad start to the season. They're playing better. They're 11-13.
Because they had injuries to Bagley.
Yep.
De'Aaron Fox is injured right now too. And yeah, De'Aaron Fox is injured right now too.
Listen, the Kings are a team. The Kings are a team that a lot of people thought could make the playoffs in the Western Conference.
Nah, Sim.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
so
you can't be mad at them.
It's going to be a tough game for the Knicks. It's going to be a tough game for the Knicks. You know, it's going to be a tough one. The Knicks play the Sacramento Kings tomorrow's Friday at 10 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. They play the Sacramento Kings. Yeah. But, hey, Mark, I got to get out of here, man. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. And I got to get up because I got some stuff I got to do. All right? No doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys for being on with me. Before you get out of here, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'm going to ask you, please subscribe to the channel. Ring that notification bell for me. There's 850 people here, so I'm sure there's people on the West Coast. I appreciate you guys for being on with me. People overseas and people on the East Coast. Thank all of you guys for being here with me. Unfortunately, I can't stay. But I do want to say this. Join the channel. You can subscribe to the channel. You can also join the channel. You can become an official member by joining the channel. Down at the bottom under your video, there's a join button. And if you join, it costs $1.99 a month to be a 2000s Nick, a millennial Nick. That's what you want to say. $2.99 a month to be a 90s Nick, $4.99 a month to be a 70s NBA champion Nick. And you get perks that go along with each one of them. And included in those perks are a special emoji. You'll see some people in the chat that got a little Nothing But Knicks logo next to their name. Those are folks who became members. All right, so if you want to become a member, you can check out and look at all the perks. I'm putting the link up in the chat right now. Just put a link in the chat. You can check out and see all the perks. Right, like exclusive members only videos, exclusive events for members only, those type of things. Discounts, merchandise, promotional, Nothing But Knicks gear, stuff like that. All right, so take a look at it, and I'm putting the link in there one more time so you guys can take a look at it. But listen, I'm out of here. I'll probably see you sometime tomorrow, probably tomorrow night, because I got a meeting tomorrow, so I got a lot of things that I got to do. All right, I'll be on my way to Baltimore tomorrow, spending my day in Baltimore with some clients doing a big meeting. So I'll be there most of the day. When I get home, I'll see. I don't know what time I'm going to get home, but when I do get home, I'll jump on so we can do a game preview. If I don't jump on tomorrow night, then it'll be Friday morning. I'll jump on and do a game preview. I hope to be able to jump on tomorrow night. I do want to let you know, also, before I get out of here, that I just opened up my stories. Right? So stories just opened up for me. So I'll be doing some small videos through my stories. So make sure you take a look and check that out. You'll see it come across your screen, I'm pretty sure, on your phone and things like that. So I'll be doing some short videos there just talking about this or that. But I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that notification bell. And by all means, join. Get yourself a membership. Check it out. I just put the link up there. All right. So to all 907 people that's in here, I'm out. I will catch you guys sometime tomorrow, man. I'm out of here. But if you're new, subscribe. Subscribe right now. Subscribe right now. Peace. I'm out.
That's the deal.